I would like to go on record by stating that I do not believe filming a video in front of a mirror so you can see two versions of me is a good idea. I think probably it'll get, like, distracting and less interesting and fun, but it sounds fun to do, so I'm doing it. Look at this little bean over here. Don't you want to make a video in front of a mirror? So that's what I'm doing. Per my previous video, or I suppose in thanks to, owing to, the previous video. It's so distracting, but he's so handsome. What can you do? I have decided to stop being a little bitch, as they call it, and just do the thing of Resonite and getting that set up and just doing it. Especially tomorrow, I want to be able to participate in a few things, and it would be prudent to do. Oh, also, by the way, no one look at me. I don't have my body trackers on. I just needed to, because time is short, and that's what this video is ultimately about. Because I do want to get into Resonite, and making the list at the end of the previous video helped tremendously, because I realized, like, hey, there's just steps involved. That's okay. I can follow along with steps instead of one massive problem that is all of Resonite and the rest of my life. It's like, FBX. File textures. Steam Link, like step at a time. So we're happy with that. And I have to go to work soon, and I desperately want to try and get as much of that set up as I can, so tomorrow it sucks less, or tonight it sucks less. There's just things I want to do, set myself up for success, as I was talking about previous video, etc. Unfortunately, I don't know that I bit off more than I can chew recently, but I am a man of many hats, and I used to be a programmer, and I still a little bit am. I've just, like, set that aside, because I was programming something to aid in my ability to grow as a communicator, and then it's like, well, I'll just grow as a communicator by practicing with making videos and presenting my speech in the real world, and then I didn't need the real world. Nothing real about this, baby. But somewhere in my quest of being a programmer and having interest in writing, I ended up, and it wasn't exactly by happenstance, because there was an artist whose art I really enjoyed, so I joined their Patreon. Through that, found out they were actually doing, like, a visual novel, and then through that, offered assistance with the writing part of it, since it's written in a language that's not English, and then there's a rough translation, but then it is just rough. You can definitely tell that it was translated, just not a big deal. And I just offhandedly, like, ended up accepting a role as, can you go over this part of it and help it be a better translation? So, like, broken English to unbroken English. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And that was about 2 months ago, and about 2 months ago is when I thought I would be where I am now. And so I was like, yeah, sure, ambitions and endeavors, let's do it, baby. Let's stack these things up, because I like stacking things up, and I know I'm equal to the task, because my head is a very staticky, scattered place anyway, so let's just add some scattered, staticky things. Like, I'm all on board, was on board, and then 2 months happened. Bummer. So I want to do the Resonite thing, badly, but I have a more pressing matter at hand, which is filling my end of the obligation, because I realized, oh, it's been 2 months, and then the creator also realized, oh, it's been 2 months, and, like, that's not great. It's a bad look, Phineas Former. Like, come on, buddy. So, So, it's not bad, and it's good experience, and I'm looking forward to having it, and it's, like, that's just a fun thing, an experience to have, and a cool thing to have under your belt, and learning more about collaborations, and then working on editing in a different context, because I've done freelance editing before, but not in a visual novel. And then there's just enough programming on the inside of the thing. There's a lot of opportunity for growth, and I think there's a lot of opportunity for me to be able to help and just make it a better thing if I actually do my part of it. And last night, when we had that little conversation, I was like, oh, it's been 2 months. And he's like, yeah, it's been 2 months. And I was like, God damn it, it's been 2 months. So it will no longer be 2 months. It will be more swiftly when I fill my end of the bargain. But then that's conflicting. It's not necessarily conflicting, because it's all part of the same journey. But I want to get, like, Resonite up and going, so then I can work on my other endeavors and ambitions for streaming. And then on top of this, I've been getting back into writing generally. And last night I started writing a script for a video, and I don't like scripts, but it is helping to collect the thoughts for a larger video that's on the way, because there's a lot that I need to say, so that I'm working on that. And I want to get that fullness out of that video before I work on the other video project. But then there's the Resonite thing, and now there's the visual novel thing. We're working on it. A lot going on. And I needed to have this update video in very large part because I have so much going on, and video work is something I'm very invested in, and it's definitely part of the future. So even if I have so much going on right now that I can't only throw myself all the way into YouTube, because I'm also throwing myself into like a bunch of other things because I like that. I just needed to make a video where I'm telling myself that I like that, to remind myself that I like that, because there's a lot going on. So now we all know that there's a lot going on. And that's the end of it. I do have faith and confidence, even if only because of the game jam I was in a couple of months ago. That's another thing. There's a game jam for furries this month. I'll talk more about that later. I'm doing that. Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing that. Forgot what I was talking about, and that's okay. I don't think it was that important. But I am gonna go because, oh yeah, about the video thing. So it's early. I just woke up and I've had my coffee, and it's doing a thing. We gotta call it for this video real soon, though. I think, yeah, real soon. And by real soon, I think I just mean now. Yeah. I think I don't know, because there's something in accountability of saying like, oh yes, I'm doing that thing, and by saying you're doing the thing, it just kind of helps like visualize it. But I also heard that by saying that you're going to do something, you get a small burst of feel-goods, because you, like, imagine yourself having done the thing by talking about it, and that takes away some of the energy and the impetus behind doing the thing, because you already talked about it and let out some of that steam. But between that, and then also Resonite, and then also filming my Phineas Form or Longer, the longer forms, which I've been trying so hard to get back into, and then remembering what I have to offer as a content creator that other content creators aren't really displaying, and what that has to look like, and remembering like what the vision was, and there's a lot going on, and I needed a video that says there's a lot going on, so that I know and you know that there's a lot going on, because every time I try to be like, there's not that much going on, then 2 months happens, and I was like, shit, I was looking forward to this experience, and then 2 months happened, and I haven't upheld my end of the bargain, and that's a very bad look for Phineas Former. So I want to do a really good job on that, which means Resonite has to go a little bit on hold, except for it, because then I want that, so I'm doing all of it at once. Wish me luck. And because of my experience in the previous game jam, that I finished like 14 minutes to deadline, like very, yeah. So, yes. That's it for this video. I really hope that you liked it. I liked it. Because it was good to make a video, to get the practice of making a video, so I don't fall out of practice making a video, because I'm focusing on all of the other things also, because everything has to happen all at once, because life is happening all at once, and that's okay. Thanks for bearing with me, and I will talk with you guys later. Wish me luck.